when you're ranking stuff that sucks, it's just like they all suck. And when you're ranking stuff that's good, it's all good.
I respect that. So okay, do you want to do let's hear your best, your five best in the last
Okay,
30 years.
I think if I had to run, I thought about this for a while, mixing it up, and in terms of, I take I when I look at hockey jerseys, it's especially of important for me that it holds like some form of like cultural importance, that I
Mhm.
could see that not only do a hockey player would wear it, but like do artists wear it, do other players from other sports wear it, like like the
Absolutely.
Oakland Raiders thing, where your Raiders jersey stood for um more than just a football team. It was hip hop in a specific time area, stood for a specific race of people and everything, and it was just this cultural thing.
Yes.
um
Extremely significant.
Extremely significant. So in terms of my top five of favorites, I mean, I'll start off. I think the original Mighty Ducks
Really?
jersey
Okay.
has to be there. I think it just has to, in terms of especially people growing up into the sport of hockey within the 1990s, in where um from 1996 on, where you have this new game that's, I mean, coming out of the dead, not out of the dead puck era, like still in the dead puck era, but right before the lockout, when the Ducks make the Stanley Cup final, and you have the Ducks, Devils, all that stuff, Paul Kariya
And as kids of the
and all that stuff.
90s, we were really exposed to those uniforms and
Those
kind of like,
they look sick, but the original ones, they were
yeah.
so unique, so awesome. And
I
as
had Ducks gear growing up when I lived in Vancouver. Like it's
yeah.
just what you did when that new team was introduced.
Yeah. So yeah, that is one of them. Two, I absolutely adore anything Detroit Red Wings, but the original Detroit
Yeah.
wheel. Like I think it's so iconic, so absolutely amazing. And yeah, just it's one of those jerseys that I wish, if I could get a Zetterberg or something like that, I would. The Kachina,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. It's
I
over
know
the old
that's
shoulder right there.
yeah, it's brought back a retro fad that we all agree on and we love. Black skate, I know everyone.
Yep.
I know I'm going very retro, but I find that newer design jerseys are very much over designed.
Oh yeah.
There's too much. It's either a supreme amount of minimalism, where minimalism now has kind of lost any. It's kind of lost it. It's like it's too much. It's too minimal. Like it's too much. Minimalism is too much in a way. I don't know. There's
Yeah.
too much of it. So I'm at 4 now.
Yeah. You got one more.
Let's see. Let's see. Number 4. Oh, see, I would love a Flyers one, but there was never one. Huh. Number 5. Ooh, that's tough. Oh man, I'm trying to think, Ryan. I'm trying to think. I'm vamping here. This is tough. I'm brain locked for number 5.
You can't think of what your favorite or best jersey in the last 30 years is that
No,
wasn't.
it's because I'm thinking about everything all at once. Like,
You're not
it's
thinking about Philly? I mean, like, good Lord.
well, the thing
Perfect.
is, like, which Philly jersey am I going to pick? The one I really love is like the one they have now,
Yeah.
the black one. It's like the full black with the orange.
It's a great sweater. Why wouldn't you pick it?
I mean, but we're, if we're looking back at the last 30 years,
There's a lot of crap in those 30 years.
Yeah. You know what? I really love the Winter Classic one. I own a knockoff version of it, but the Philly Winter Classic was one of my favorites.
And that became an alternate for several years.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That one was really good.
I can tell you mine for favorites.
Go for
it. Right now, the Ottawa Senators, their current jerseys, I find myself, I love them. I find myself at Sport Check when they have a 25% off deal, hovering over the buy one. I could have a black one or a white one. I love it.
You're just hovering there with the Patreon money. And
Pittsburgh Penguins, when they rectify things.
Boo. Fuck you, boo.
Their current sweaters are absolutely perfect. Can't stress
the
this
retro
enough.
Penguins one.
but like that is what it is.
The pens
It is a
really
perfect.
good.
It's sharp. It stands out. It cuts like a knife. And so do the current Philadelphia Flyers ones, which I have bought before. So just the proper redesign when they got out of the RBK Edge stupidity. Just love it. Big solid name bar on the back. Like just.
Are you saying you're a Flyers fan?
I have a Flyers jersey. I wear.
Name me 5 sixth round draft picks that the Flyers have chosen in the last 50 years that have played more than 100 NHL games. Go.
John LeClair.
I don't even know. Yeah, sure.
Now, my absolute least favorite franchise is the Calgary Flames, but their home and away uniforms are literally perfect right now.
Oh, the ones that are like the red and white, and then they're
home and aways. Yeah, they're what they should be.
Ones.
And my final one is the original San Jose Sharks.
Oh yeah, the original like
perfect uniforms.
Yeah,
those
it's really interesting when you talk about retro jerseys. They use so many, like, I don't know, maybe this is me, but like I miss sharp edges on my design and things. Minimalism is just so much like, oh, it needs to be soft.
It's so corporate.
And I'm like, get out of here.
All right,
good, nice little list. Oh,
we're getting to the now I'm excited to give my worst.
I wonder if we'll have any of the same ones.
Well, for conversation's sake, I had Calgary Flames at number 2, and the Sharks at number 1. Doesn't matter because we're not doing that anymore. But for my worst, I am giving these in order of what I resent about them the most. Number 5 is the mustard Nashville Predators.
Yeah, that's
jersey.
On my list. Yeah.
The Peter Forsberg.
Awful.
Square neck, alternate stupid comic book logo that made no sense. Hideous.
Awful. God awful.
Yeah. I also had oh man, where is my list now? Oh, Anaheim Ducks, the late 2000s, basically their cup win to
you mean the ones that
that said Ducks.
Oh, the ones that said, oh god, yeah, okay, I know.
Hideous. And I don't like their jerseys now are awful, but the previous ones where it's like just put their name on it, just disgusting. And like they were, I'm all about, since the skate kind of popped back, it's like I want a jersey that stands out. You can see bought it a quarter mile away, and it's like that jersey has like muted colors. It is the inside of a fast food restaurant for me. Number 3, the current Vancouver Canucks uniforms.
Yep. They're not good, not great, Bob.
You know what? Like that is my team. I'm looking for any jersey besides their home and away to buy. I don't want to touch them, and I don't want. They're just blah.
Yeah, they're very. It's too Orca Bay.
My number 2, for my favorite was the Calgary Flames. My number 2 least or worst jersey was the Calgary Flames.
Was it the Mustang one?
Oh yeah, they had not the Mustang. I have no beef with Blasty, but like the one with all the piping, the Alberta flag on one, the Canadian flag on the other, just hideous, stupid jerseys. And in the last 35 years, the worst uniform, according to me, the current Colorado Avalanche uniforms.
All right, Travis, I'm gonna let you.
I can't stand them. They have picked. Is it
the blue pants?
It's the blue pant. They are blue trousers. You have the stupid blue helmet. You have the blue captain and assistant captain letters. And I believe on the away, you have blue name and numbers. They're looking for every way to tinker and take a classic, perfect design that we all grew up on, like that Ducks uniform, and just stupidly modernize and cartoon it. And I can't stand it. And I love the Colorado Avalanche. But with those blue pants, blue helmet, they can get bounced in the second round for all I care.
Wow. Look at you go.
What about you, Arash?
We had one. You just lost a Patreon backer and Travis Elliott. Oh, hold on.
Civil War begins.
Let's see. My 5 worst. Okay, so in no particular order, it was that Nashville, that mustard yellow.
Painfully bad.
Awful. Second one. Do you remember the Canadians when they came out with like the candy striper. It was like a throwback to like the 20s Canadians, like
Yeah,
the
that was their
barber shop.
centennial year.
Yeah, it's like Camilleri Halak, like that era, like the Gomez, like those guys, like the candy striper ones. And in my head, I'm like, no right person's gonna ever buy this. Like this
No.
is for stripes, like horizontal stripes. No, don't ever do that's number one thing with fashion. Don't ever do horizontal stripes.
Next
Never
week,
worked for me.
for the next in-person podcast, when we're on the unflattering camera angle, we're both going to be wearing those jerseys, those barber poles.
I mean, listen, if our Patreon backers want to send me money so I know that money goes to that thing, yes. So number 3. Okay, so I was thinking back, and I think this was their primary, but I wasn't sure if this was an alternate, but I looked it up and it was their primary. Do you remember the Boston, like the Joe Thornton Boston Bruins logo, how they redid it with the bear?
Yeah, it was kind of cartoony, and it was a 3-color
it was like the
one.
depressed bear.
Oh, that one. Yeah, the 95 thirds that they kept forever.
So bad. Just like it looked like a grizzly bear took a Valium. I was just like, okay, this is so awful. So that's 3. And then okay, I really don't like the Kraken jersey.
The whites or the blue or both?
Both. And
Okay.
I think it has to do with the logo. And I think it's really tough because I just don't think that, like, looking back at it now, I know what they were trying to do with the logo. I think when I look at the logo, the problem is I don't want to have to look at a logo really hard to get it. Right? Like I don't want to do that. So I just kind of look at it and I'm like, okay, so it's an S, and maybe they come out with a third. Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. And I'm like, okay, S, and it has the little red eye for being like the Kraken thing. Great.
One in Vancouver, stay at the Sylvia Hotel in the beautiful West End.
Oh my god. And then okay, and my 5th most hated jersey. I think this is a bit of a recency bias.
Hey, we're all about that on this list.
The was it the reverse retro? The Canucks reverse retro?
Oh, the Sprite?
The Sprite.
And it's coming back next year.
I'm like, did we not get completely dumpstered while wearing that jersey? Did we not learn that maybe like, can we not take one of like the 5 amazing specific jerseys the Canucks have made this year? Okay, Ryan, have you seen the Pride jersey?
Yeah, it's going to cost a lot.
Insane how like any of those jerseys, if it's for Pride, Diwali, Black History Month, whatever, you could have taken any of those jerseys and made them a third and people would have bought them. Especially the Pride one is so sick. Holy hell, that one is so cool.
Yeah, that came out today, and I was watching it on the way home, being like, that is wild.
It's so good. But yeah,
Arash,
that's my general list.
I love this rank down, and I'm gonna put this out there.
Oh no.
If there's a future, if somebody else wants a rank down, the old Pucks on Net ranks, you hit that mailbag. I wouldn't be opposed to do another one.
I wouldn't be opposed either. You send us an email and you tell us that you haven't sent money to One Ryan Shop because we're tired of paying for 12-watt chargers, damn it.